coverage of the National Football League is on the air. We thought the old place was loud. Somehow this place got even louder a short time ago as the Falcons were introduced to this sellout crowd. We're set to go as the Falcons get ready to match up with the Los Angeles Rams. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Ready, blue 80! Blue 80! Check!
He can't hang. He's not going to get me. Check.
A carry for Devontae Freeman, who missed most of last season. And from the 25, they worked this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Here's the second year back from Southern Miss, Ito Smith. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
And the judge does a nice job there of navigating and picking up some yardage. Remember, no Tevin Coleman in the backfield, so he's moved up in the pecking order, getting a lot of playing time for these Atlanta Falcons.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2.
Bring it.
From the shotgun, Ryan. And he's got Sanu. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Ryan to Sanu, good for an Atlanta first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
11. Hey, South. Hey, Strickland.
To throw is Ryan. Going for the deep ball. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Falcons. Calvin Ridley, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Get ready.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. And that's caught left side. It's Woods. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Now Goff on first down. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Kupp. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards on the pickup there. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up a touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
61, matchbox lights.
Goff going to give this one to Henderson. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. We'll check on his status when we get back.
40. 180. 45. Blue down.
On 2nd and 7, Goff. He's letting it fly for Cooks. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after, and it's 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Gone. And the throw there going to be incomplete. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defensive player of the year, Aaron Donald. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Alert 3.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player? No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Gun.
Mike 5-4. You let me in.
Gotta go.
3rd and long. It's Ryan. Going up top. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Corey Littleton.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
It's a gain of 35. First down.
20.
Let's go.
Marlin.
Move. Stand up in. 45 is the mark. I'm coming up to the top.
After the interception, here's Goff. Trying to find Cup, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10. 5. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick 6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visit. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
And now out on on the field. Here comes Los Angeles. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now, and I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
From the gun, here's Gone. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bruce Carter charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Goff now looks to throw. And the pressure gets to him again.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. This is Marlon Mack, 3rd-year running back. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at 4th down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
We got this. First and 10 at their own 9-yard line.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, and balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
39.
Here's Ryan. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, it's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Here's Natson. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Ready for the 2nd quarter, and it's our visitors with the football. Well, a couple of good division battles coming up in primetime this weekend, starting tonight with Sunday Night Football, Eagles and Cowboys from AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Then tomorrow on Monday night, it's the defending champs, the Patriots, on the road at MetLife Stadium to take on the Jets. 2 not to miss to close out Week 6.
45.
They'll fake the give. Now Goff steps away. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Tech McKinley made his way into the backfield.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now gone. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Woods. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Watch the boot. Watch the boot.
They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
From the 38, gone. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
I know I spend a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
On the ground, it's Mack. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Grady Jarrett with the tackle.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. That's complete right around the 8. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Zerline, of course, last year had likely the iconic field goal of the season, booting that 57-yarder in the Superdome to send his squad to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, you really hurt the Saints fans on that one, didn't you?
Sorry.
They didn't want to hear that at all. But this guy deserves his nicknames. Greg the Leg, Legatron, because the ball goes through the post at a heavy rate, 87% in 2018.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Now the throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. From the gun, it's Ryan. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Watch the safety creep. Gun. 54, get out.
From the gun, Ryan. Incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
21.
54, right there. 54, Mike. Watch the screen.
Hey, South.
Watch the screen.
22.
Mike, 54. 3 buzz.
Throwing again, Ryan. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. The Falcons on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
51, South. Wait. Gun.
Sponge. No.
Hey, exit.
54's money.
Again, Ryan. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive.
Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Check pass. Check pass.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
And 10 at the Rams' 13-yard line.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
Your trip is here.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On 2nd down, Freeman. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Tavecchio good on the extra point, and it's now 21-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll run here with Mack. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Hell, you won. 14. 14.
Watch the shit.
Hey, Shell. Shell.
Again, it'll be Mack. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Marlon Mack, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Rams are able to cut into this lead. Zerline good with a PAT. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on.
And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
You go tight. You got tight.
58.
You got tight.
51. Jump.
Check 77.
Operating from the gun. Ryan. Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. Picked off by the linebacker, Corey Littleton. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
They're watching the film, and it's working. J.J. Wilcox in on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 36, Goff. And this is incomplete. That time trying to find Gerald Everett, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Check my 45. Check my 45. Ain't no such thing as a look.
To throw is gone. Throw right side, going to be caught by Higbee. And he'll get nothing out of that one. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. And this one is right down the middle. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary playing a lot.
And the Rams got him. They bring him down. The defensive player of the year, Aaron Donald. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Final play of the half. It's Ryan. He's going to wind up in air and got his man complete. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
Keep playing hard.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Throw left side complete. It's Woods. Robert Woods, the 20. Touchdown, L.A. Robert Woods, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Rams have got this back to a 1-score game. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and it's now 21-17. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready. Mike 25.
Mike 54.
Hey, South. One set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Too little, cut.
Base.
Check 31. Check 31.
Now Ryan on 1st down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
Now they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Ryan. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Ryan. He's going to go for a big play downfield. He's got a man complete. 20. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Julio Jones. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons will extend their lead.
Teams always want to send messages. I think that was quite a statement there to start the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, less than a minute in. Already that quick, long strike. They are setting the tone for the second half. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Out of the gun. Goff. Throw left side, complete to Kupp. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. A shotgun snap for Goff. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Hold on. Check. Hey, echo.
Now gone. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
45.
Hey, Haywood.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. 45. Mike, 45. Guys, this game is
Goff. This is caught. It's Cooks. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 41.
Recon, 132 fighter.
On 1st down, Mack. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 41-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Obama.
Here's Goff. They got a man over the middle. It's Woods. And he's taken down inside the 30. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Goff on 1st down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's Desmond Trufant. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick 6? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 14 yards there and a Falcon 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Got.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
25 tonight.
Freeman again, a 1st down carry. Freeman a 1st down and more. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons turn that interception into a touchdown. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away.
Get ready.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
76. 5.
Come on, now. Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. Hey, I'm coming after you.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That goes for a gain of 31. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well to get a few stops.
The safety, Keanu Neal, there to make the tackle.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
45.
On 2nd and 9. Goff going up top for Kupp. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here, nearly a 4th pick, and it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 9 yards to go.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Goff now looking to throw. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. A Ram first down as Goff finds Kupp. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw. Goff. Going up top for Kupp. And he's got it. That's Kupp for a Ram touchdown. Cooper Kupp, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Rams are able to draw a bit closer. Zerline good with a PAT. And that will get them one closer. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll try to get the ground game going with Freeman. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
At the 28-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go. Check 3. 54, south.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Dante Fowler picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The Falcons on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12.
Under crunch. Hey, wait. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. I got it.
54's Mike. 54.
Now it's Ryan. He's going to air one out. And that's caught inside the 35. And an alley to run. Touchdown, Falcons. Calvin Ridley, 77 yards. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they maybe given up momentum. But not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again. And you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They begin the drive on the ground with Mack. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Rams trailing, but they do have the football as we start the fourth and final quarter. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Here's Goff. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
Right here. He's checking.
Gone. This is caught. A good pickup there, 21 yards. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Goff going to keep it himself, and he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Jared Goff with touchdown number 3 here in this game, and 17 now on the year. And the Rams are able to cut into this lead. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that will shave one more off this lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. On 2nd down, it's Freeman. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
I smell fear in that offense.
And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. So the solid run on first, and I would imagine no real hurry to run that 2nd down play.
No, it's all in your quarterback now. He's going to keep an eye on the play clock and leave things down, and he's not going to let the ball be snapped until it's inside 3 seconds left on the play clock. Unless, of course, you're playing a video game, you're trying to run it up on your friend.
And Freeman lost the football. Go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That 3rd one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ballgame. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 22.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
Shell. All right.
From the gun, here's Goff. Big loss here as he's taken down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Goff now to throw into the hands of his running back, Marlon Mack. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 14. Give him 7 on the play, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Here we go. 180. 2 first.
54. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Mike 5-4.
Goff now looks to throw. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. The Rams going for it on 4th. Goff. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Desmond Trufant, and his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. To throw is Ryan. Looking downfield for Jones. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line.
Brandon, these cornerbacks had their hands full all afternoon long, but they finally get a measure of revenge as he gets himself in a nice spot. He's able to get two hands on the football and pick it off.
Goff will lead the Rams up here, 1st and 10, just shy of the 30.
Check curls, check curls, check curls.
Hey, zoom.
Check my 45.
After the interception, here's Goff. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. Past the 20. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Gerald Everett, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Rams are able to draw a bit closer.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
Let's go, let's do it.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready, blue 80. White 25.
Watch 54. Touchdown, defense.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
Freeman again. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as he'll stop him well short of the yellow line. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
I don't wanna be Wins coming.